Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. How's it going? The party has survived the evil harpies. They have tried to seduce Thaddeus and found that he is not interested. So, from there, we're going to probably take a short rest, I think is the plan. We had a little bit of combat strategy discussion in between sessions. It's interesting to see the Bladesinger as it levels up. Like, unbelievable tank to begin with, but it starts to be kind of resource intensive to do that as it's getting going a little bit. Part of our conversation, I think. So... anyways, so here we are in the Harpy Cave area. We've looted them, stolen their stuff, killed them, cut off their wings, burned them. I tipped all their nests in case there were eggs. And I think we're now going to celebrate with a round of restful laughter and companionship around a fire or something.
Brother Tim, I believe these probably taste like chicken. We should probably salute Moradin.
So we begin this episode with the scene of Thaddeus explaining this to Tim, that he knows harpies tasting of chicken, and there's blood all over him as Thaddeus explains this to him. He has pieces of his shoulder are damaged, and yeah, the party seems to be partly wounded from this battle, but they've defeated these harpies. They lay slain on the floor, and you're going to take a rest. What would you like to do?
Short rest. I guess we'll keep watch. Just about an hour to kind of bandage our wounds, chant some prayers of healing, that type of thing. So.
Okay.
All right. Do you need us to roll anything for that before we recover resources?
No, that's okay. I've done what I need to. You have short rested.
Okay. Are we going to put... do I need to put any lay on hands into Tim, or is he recovering in some other way?
I guess Are you gonna prayer of healing us, Dolphin?
Yeah, we can do that. The party's interested.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I've seen what Moradin can do for me. Why don't you show me the grace of the Dolphin God?
11. Okay.
Well, that's it, eh? All right. I mean, Moradin, just to clarify, made a hole in the roof of a building with a lightning bolt. But this is great. My shoulder feels a little better.
I'm also going to use some hit dice here.
I just smile and laugh as he says all of this.
Okay.
I don't take it personally.
What I'm trying to decide is whether to put 12 points of lay on hands into him just to one-up the dolphin.
Are you fucking kidding me, game? All right, sure.
So
I like the idea of people competing to help one another.
How many hit points do you want me at, guys? How much longer are we gonna do one more short rest? Is that the thought before we long rest?
Maybe, if we can do it. You
I
get your blade songs back, I get my warlock slots back.
Yeah.
I could put 10 points into you if that helps.
Is it sensible to do that now, or does it make sense to do that later when it's clear that I absolutely need it?
How many of your hit
the
points dice
problem
did
is
you
I
use?
have to be near you to do it.
I'm gonna be near you, I think.
By the way, Filthy.
I have 3 hit dice left.
Could you say that again, Dolphin?
Spellcasting modifier is 4 for me.
Yeah.
It's my wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody should. I didn't include it in the
I'm
calculation.
done.
Everybody should actually get 15 because it's 11 plus 4.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect.
So there you go. Your
Okay.
shoulder feels significantly better now.
Yeah, I'm all the way better now.
What time did we arrive at this place? Anyone remember?
9
6 p.m. I
a.m.
said you got to the keep.
Oh.
Is that right?
Possible.
Oh.
It's going to be
Okay.
right. That's fine. I'll say it's about 9 now.
Okay.
With all your traveling and then the fighting. More for me than you, I guess.
Okay.
All right. So everybody hit dies. It's a nice healing prayer
Cool.
from the
Dolphin
unnamed god that will be named one day, I hope.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Doll for now.
Dol. Dol. I like it. Just
Dolph.
Oh, Dolph. Okay.
All right. Well, let's carry on clearing this subterranean temple that's not the spire we promised. So east, we get to move on.
What do we think
So-
about these weird, like, smoke clouds, or do they worry us? Because they worry me.
Yeah, they worry me slightly too.
I'm worried. Yeah.
I think we at some point are going to have to travel through those, but I've kind of been on the assumption of let's eliminate the areas that aren't protected by smoke clouds first.
So, I'm also curious about this green torch.
Yeah, I tried very hard to avoid it in the middle, but then no one said anything when someone actually walked over it, so I just assume it's safe now.
I thought it was just the same light source that we had in the water temple. They had green torches in the water temple. Does it look the same, Adam?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
Yeah. So it looks.
And
There's no reason for us to think it's anything but that.
It doesn't look like it. It almost looks like maybe that was one of the water cultists' items, and it's planted in the ground. It's not like it's been designed to be there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And in addition to the loot, there's nothing that says who the adventurers were, or any like cult plans they just happen to be wandering around down here with.
Sure.
Nothing,
Can you roll
nothing...
Harpy diary inspection?
Yes. That's,
Any post-it notes with the Wi-Fi
And
password?
you find like there's a detailed combat log of Kevin did this, Stephen did this. No, Kevin.
Right.
Harpies do not have this.
No. I thought maybe on the two
Or
adventurers.
the murdered corpses. Okay.
On the two adventurers, there might be their names or some some trinkets so that we
Sewn
could.
into their cloaks, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well-
Going rifling through corpses. Let me help.
That's
That's a 19 investigation roll.
It's a-
Chakolth already did this. I just thought that I would,
Sure.
go and pay respects to their families if we happen to get the chance while we were out, or
Sure. So
could
in terms
at
of
least.
mechanics. Chakolth obviously gathered all these things and just was basically just like, "Where's all the loot? Here's all the loot. Take all the loot." And then Thaddeus, you begin inspecting and trying to discern any sort of notable features about these people or any information. And Tim sees you doing that and decides to come over and maybe help investigate. You can tell that these people are definitely from this land because they're wearing similar clothing, in terms of like the adventuring gear that you've seen in some of the shops and stuff. But there's no real way you can discern where they're from or who they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them, like one of the people, are even they have mold on their face, so you can't even give like a physical description of that. You could. Well,
And the two adventurers, the halfling and the whoever else, still nothing noteworthy that would identify them or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, hang on 1 second.
I
You want
thought
to make a religion roll?
that's my favorite thing. Actually, it's not, but I'll do it anyway. Really? I know like nothing about religion.
You see,
That's been very obvious to everybody here for the entire campaign.
so the person that you can identify as like a cleric, the male halfling, on their robe there's a symbol of a beautiful red-headed woman. It's similarly designed in such a way that like it's obviously a symbology of their deity. It's worn in the place where you would have, if you had robes, that's where your Moradin symbol would go.
I point out to Tim loudly, see, that's not a god you want to worship. If you're worried about dolphins healing and Moradin's healing, look at this person. This person's dead. Dead, Tim.
I think I know her.
Can't quite remember the name of this deity or what they represent, but you recognize that it's a religious symbol.
I believe that it's the Church of Red-Headed, Large-Breasted Infidels. I don't know. I give up.
I feel a religious calling coming over me. Perhaps we should investigate this once we leave the temple. Church I could worship at.
I did it again. Why do I always do that? Okay, never mind. This is what Tim's character knows.
Lady Firehair. Deity of beauty. She's very fucking shallow. Her dogma primarily concerned love based on outward beauty.
Love based on outward beauty. It's like an oxymoron, right?
Oh. All right. Let's move on and we can reflect on
Yeah.
the
All
uselessness
right.
of that religion.
So when you went up to explore the cave to the north, Thaddeus, what did you do when you got to this black smoke?
I stopped and moved on to the eastern cave then.
Okay. That's fine.
And I Unless there's something I observe besides the black cloud.
If all you did was walk up to it, see it, and walk away, that's fine.
I guess the question would be, is there a smell to it? Is there a scent? Is it smoke or is it some other thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see it's a cloud of black fog, and as you approach it, you can feel like a cold eminence coming off of it. Do you do anything else, like touch it or?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to get in it. If
you
it
can,
feels...
as you get very close to it. So let's say you get within, I don't know, how close would you get? Like within a foot, within half a foot?
Oh no, I was my best was bottom of the stairs. So what is that?
Fine.
7
So as you
feet
get
or
there,
something?
you feel like you'd, because this is like a gaseous form, you'd expect to maybe hear sound from the room in front of you, for example. But you hear absolutely no sound at all coming from behind this fog.
So none of the normal echoes or cave noise or drip or anything.
Even as you're like walking forwards, and you like every other corridor, you've heard the echo of your own footsteps coming towards you. As you get closer to this, you feel like the sound is just dulling away. And when you're quite close to the top of the stairs, it's almost as if you can only hear things happening from behind you and to your sides. The front of you is just like as if sound is just being stopped.
Good news, lads. There's a harpy barrier here. You can't hear anything through this mess.
That's not a bad supposition of what it might be. Let's go east. I'm going to walk 10 foot ahead of Thaddeus. I'm running the illusion. I was just walking ahead of him.
You're going to be behind me. The illusion's going to be ahead of me?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll stop here and see if I get the same cold sensation, see if I have the same sound concern.
Nope, everything seems normal now.
No, I mean...
Oh, you mean with that? Yeah, with that, it's the same. Exactly.
Down to the south, same goop? Okay.
Might be a room there that we missed.
Yeah, there is. All right, so I'm going to head on down this tunnel further.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
My character is quietly concerned that one of you is going to try to force one of the cultists into the weird smoke goop.
That's a great idea. I did not consider that.
I did.
Tim turns around. Tim turns around and start walking the other way.
No.
We're just joking.
Not yet. There'll be time for that. Plenty of time for cultists.
All right, so you walk up and you see this room. A forest of weird fungal growth infests this large cavern. There are giant toadstools and puffballs stand in and among shallow pools of water or atop ledges along the walls. Those walls are covered by huge growths of shelf fungi. Water drips constantly from above. Anyone entering the room, please make a perception roll.
Define entering, because I'm out here on the edge of it.
Yeah, we're all me.
I'm following Thaddeus, so I guess I'm not making perception rolls.
Do we need a what roll? Perception? Okay, sure.
So am I close enough that I should do that or no?
Yeah, everyone, I presume, would do it as you sort of walk up to it.
Yeah, it's not a save.
Well, no, he said entering the room, and I'm not intending to enter so much as gaze in.
All right, so all of you can spot this. These sort of, you see these like mushrooms here on the edge?
Yes.
That go around. They would be a legitimate path that you could, it's like a 3-foot wide path that circles the eastern side of the chamber. And you could definitely, use that to kind of like avoid anything below you if you wanted to. You've got another set of stairs to the north. And a set of stairs over here to the east.
Is any of this something that I've eaten before or anything like that? Do I recognize?
You want to roll nature? You've definitely seen stuff like this, but you've never eaten it.
That's surprising. I'd like to take a bit of the mushrooms for later. Once
From
we
where?
get close to them. For later.
Yeah, from which part?
The mushroom that we're going to be walking on soon. When we're walking on them, I'll pick them up.
Alright.
Wait,
What do you guys do?
let's pause right there. Hey, why don't we use the raised path and not go into the mushrooms? That's clearly the way this is designed.
We can do that.
Well, it might be designed that way. It might be that you're designed to think that this is the real path is the mushrooms, and the mushrooms drop you into a pit with more mushrooms.
These are the mushrooms, right?
Yeah,
That's what we
ground
walk
that's on
on?
the wall. Yep.
So we were going to walk on the mushrooms.
I thought the muck in the middle was also
That's like
mushrooms,
fungus
fungi.
stuff.
That's like
There are
fungal
other-
growths and puffballs, toadstools.
Right.
Yep.
Sure, I'll follow whichever way you like, Thaddeus.
I'm not in charge.
Well, you're in front.
Take the high road.
Sure. Sounds good.
Check out the east stairs.
Sounds good.
All right. So, anything we need to roll to traverse that to the east?
Climb or athletics, acrobatics, whatever you feel is best for your character. Excellent.
Can I grab him with athletics as
What's the order?
Thaddeus, followed
I'm
by
first?
whoever else. Probably
I'll
Tim.
go next.
I'm last.
Okay. So Thaddeus takes a running jump, flicks up onto the top of this mushroom, and you see it buckle under his tremendous plate armor and weight, and it just sort of perfectly holds him, and he starts walking along absolutely fine. Tim does a sort of similar jump, and then they come to a second jump, which Thaddeus aces, and as Tim jumps over, he completely misjudges it and is going to fall. And yeah, I will allow, with a critical success, for you to grab him and pull him to your ledge.
Thank you.
And
That's
then
beautiful.
the rest of you can
And
just continue moving on.
As Thaddeus is
grabbing Tim by the arm. For the first time ever, Tim's eye level is below Thaddeus's, and he's looking up at him. He senses like a sort of awe that he's never had for Thaddeus before.
Oh,
I didn't realize your eyes were such a pure color.
like the
And they were
stones
blood
of my
red?
mountain home.
It's the
And
trust
that's the
ball.
heart of darkness back.
Yeah. Oh, darkness. His eyes have seen far beyond the reaches of mortal men.
Unbelievable horrors.
Right. I guess we need
Alright.
stuff revealed to us, Adam, as we're headed east.
Yeah. Okay. So you've been hearing this waterfall roaring from quite a distance as you've sort of been approaching this area. So the roar of the falling waterfall fills this cavern, and a stream flows from a passage to the south and spills over the edge of a 40-foot wide pit. There's a set of slick stone steps which descend into the spray-filled bowl to the north, while there is a passage to the west which holds steps leading upward. That's where you're coming from, obviously.
So the waterfall is falling this way into the bowl
Yep.
that's down below.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do the image, wander around the shoreline, and ask Tim to make some sound with it. See if there's any more of those water elemental lurkers.
Okay. Nothing happens.
All right. Do we see anything of interest in this area besides what you've described as we look around?
There is a small gap in the wall, though. Does that represent something? Yeah, it's 10 feet high and 2 feet wide. You would squeeze to move through this.
That's the gap I'm headed toward here.
Yep.
Ooh,
And then
good.
obviously you can see where you came from to the south.
Let's stick Thaddeus
I-
through that. He's only
No,
down.
I'm going to
Thaddeus
send
can-
my owl through it and see what's through there with the owl.
Sure. Take all the fun out of it.
And while they're doing that, I just want to kind of take a look at the pool basin.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Are you
Okay.
going to go?
I'm not gonna go all the way down. I just wanted to kind of see if I can see anything odd about the pool, or it's just kind of a normal pool of water.
Yeah, it's just a very rapidly flowing. If you want to roll wisdom, just
Sure.
like a wisdom roll.
Because last time I looked at the water, I got attacked by 2 water
So
elementals.
naturally, you want
thought
to do
I'd
it
check, you know.
again. Yeah, it's a good idea. You remember earlier what was happening to Tim, and you expect that if he'd have probably got pulled to this waterfall, it's very likely he could have died. Okay. What AC has your owl got?
Yeah, Tim.
12, I think.
Something.
I think it's 12.
That's not a scary question.
Not very high.
Okay. And how much health does it have?
1.
Is it
Really?
near plated armor?
Okay. Are you just like
It's
sending it off to
11.
give
Sorry,
a...
I was wrong. It's
I'm
11.
currently looking through its eyes.
You're going to be looking through its eyes? Okay.
There's 11.
So, let's see. So the owl flies into this room, and as it gets about 10 feet into the center of the room, these flurry of javelins get thrown at it, and 2 of them hit it simultaneously, and it just dies instantly, as there's like a group of these lizard men sort of camping around, and you hear them sort of squawking, and immediately the last vision you have is of these lizard men running towards the corpse of your owl.
Roll initiative? Or
Oh, they're not aware of us.
The owl doesn't have any initiative anymore.
The owl dead.
so I understand the contours of this passage from the owl going down it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to whisper. I'm going to use hand signals to my party to try to communicate what is happening.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand right here, while they are all
You could actually
compressed around the corpse of the owl, is my understanding, and I'm going to
could,
put a fireball through that narrow passage.
Do you have vision of that?
Well, I assume you could step up to like about
I want to
there,
like
and then
put
it'd have...
put my finger there or something, and then I'm gonna fireball. Is there a way to?
I
do
think
this
you could do
without
it from... I don't think you have to
That's-
get at least to there.
It's a fireball.
What's a what?
How big? The radius?
Question with an answer, Tim.
It's not.
Oh,
100,
it doesn't
but
even say that. Dave.
That's it.
20-foot radius.
20. So
It's about lizard-sized.
That whole room.
Just put it in the middle
oh,
of
it's
the
a
room.
radius.
Yeah.
Right. So it's gonna go.
Oh, I don't even need it to be
Right there, right where I...
like
Right,
line of sight.
right by the
I don't
7.
think.
Right by the 7. Yeah, but you can't cast it through walls. It will impact it. It's a traveling object. You have to have LOS. It has to have direct path to get there. You don't have to have LOS to cast. You can be like, I cast it in that direction for 20 foot. But if it impacted something, it would be a problem.
Okay. What
Does
is
it have to
everyone
go
else
in a
doing?
straight line?
Yeah, it does.
You all get to do an
It's
action.
not a smart fireball.
We all get to do an action. Do you two just want to clean it up? Double fireball be done?
Yeah.
Do you want me to use one of my fireballs? You can save your last fireball, Tim.
What's going on? Why is all this finger waggling all of a sudden?
Easy does it, Thaddeus.
So you're all talking at kind of like a normal volume level, and you can tell.
No.
Wait! Hang on. You can tell that, like, Thaddeus is doing this because he's aware that you're stood next to a roaring waterfall, and no one is going to hear you.
I'm still whispering.
Well, I'm just. So you have three
Because
of
you're
you
whispering, we can't hear you.
And Thaddeus is like, "You idiots! We're next to a waterfall," and it's just like talking at his normal kind of.
What do you want? You want to barbecue them, Tim, or you want someone else to barbecue them? I think opening with two
I
fireballs.
already cast the fireball. You guys are doing your turn now.
Dolphin, you want to do the next one? Or you want me to?
I'll toss in a fireball.
Okay.
I'll add to the party.
Okay.
Oh, it's bigger.
Chakolth, Kevin,
That should be DC 15, yeah.
what would you be doing in this moment as you see your friends do this?
Do we need a third? Do we need a third fireball?
I'll cast that one. I'm gonna start working my way around to the south and prevent any escape from this
Okay.
fiery inferno.
Are these the same lizard creatures we fought?
You don't know.
Okay.
You
I'm
have no
gonna just.
Legion
I'll
has
hold.
knowledge.
I'll hold an action with Eldritch Blast and wait.
What are you waiting for? What would trigger it?
That
Come out of the...
anything that any hostile moving towards us is gonna get Eldritch blasted. And if nothing happens, if no hostiles come our way, I'm Eldritch blasting Thaddeus.
You bastard.
Okay, so there's a moment where Bereatim and Dolphidius just look at each other after Tim describes what happens. Both kind of just smile and they point, and these two flames of sacred magic come bursting out of their fingertips, empowered by whatever it might be within themselves. And you can hear this tremendous explosion of this magical power and these horrible screams from all these lizard men in strange tongue.
Music to my ears. You guys gonna roll damage? We did roll damage. Okay. Well, I, for one, want to go check out the charred corpses. So I'll kind of skip through the rest of the passageway till we get to the to the front.
Can we fit through that passageway?
Yeah, you can squeeze. Squeeze does, I think it's like a condition, but it's obviously not relevant because there's nothing there to do anything to you.
I'll go the long way, thanks.
I struggle to push through. I suck in my gut.
Yes, the rabbit and the rat should scurry down their burrows. I'll go the way dwarves are intended to go.
You see the remnants of what probably was a big stone bench, which has now just been catastrophically ruined by this magical fire, surrounded by dozens of humanoid skulls on stands against the northern west wall of this dank cavern. In the middle of the room, hot coals glowed in a fire, while there were crude nests of perhaps moss and mud heaped here and there. However, all of this is now totally charred. The room is just it looks like a grenade's gone off, or there's just there's nothing left at all on the floor or this bench at all.
Do lizardmen lay eggs? Are they an egg species?
Lizard women may lay eggs.
Yeah. Sure.
Is there now an omelet at a couple locations around? No? Okay.
No, you don't see any these look like male lizards, all soldiers.
Could you fix my dark spot? I can't get in.
You might need to see a doctor about that.
Thanks.
All right. Anything useful here?
So, perception or investigation if you're getting involved, Steve, to see if you can find anything in these sort of charred remains of the room. Okay, so Dolphidius and Chakolth are kind of looking through the ashes and digging through stuff, and they can't seem to see anything. And Thaddeus kind of is assisting as he comes in from the south, and he seems to get a better overview and sort of guides Tim over. And you guys can find 2 wooden chests, which contain the following. So you got 2,300 copper, 1,250 silver, 290 gold. There's a large.
We're not going to learn a lot about her, are we?
There's a large, dead, what you would presume to be the lizard man in charge on the floor with a heavy golden chain across the neck. Ignore the name.
Did the chain survive?
It's badly damaged, so we're going to say it's worth half as much now.
Okay.
Does Fireball actually do much to non-combustibles? It'll light off a sheet or something maybe, but I thought it was such a quick flash heat that it didn't actually damage most stuff. Is that not true?
Yeah, it's like an A-bomb. It's just a flash heat.
I see it as a big explosion of magical energy as well.
It lights everything on fire around it when it hits.
Yeah, the combustibles, but does it it wouldn't melt the coins sitting on a table, would it?
No, but 2 of them might.
Maybe.
But all the coins are fine because they're in chests which weren't in the area.
Cool.
Well,
all right. Well, let's go back to 9 and move through the northern tip of 9 over our mushroom stuff.
Go back to 9.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All
right, I'm willing to do that.
I mean, maybe they were friendly. We'll never know.
Don't be an ass.
We
I'll
can
live
do. I think at the moment we can do. Do you guys have 3 level 3s or 2? So I have, yeah.
I've got 1 spell slot left, level 3.
I know, but in general you have 2.
I've got 3 now. Now that I'm level 6.
Okay.
I have 3.
So in general we have 8 fireballs between us. We could make these fights progressive. We could just do 2 fireballs each at the start of every fight. And
Soften them up. Soften them up.
That would give us, 8 fireballs, right? So 4 fights, then a rest. No other resource spell slots to use at all.
Fireball, long rest. Fireball.
100 points to Eldritch Blast.
All right, let's do our little walk over the mushroom stuff again. You want us to roll again?
Yep.
Okay. My turn to fall in.
So what's the order?
I'm
Let's
last.
begin first.
You're last.
Yep.
Okay. Did you say Tim was first?
I'm first.
Or first, then Tim. then
Thaddeus, Tim, Dolphidius, Chakolth.
Okay. So, just move yourselves along in order. So Thaddeus goes first, and then. You guys are going all the way to there. That's fine. Okay, so we'll say. So are you like, kind of in a chain, 5 feet apart, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is gonna bode well for me, I'm sure.
We're going to get to about here. So simultaneously, 2 things happen here. We see Chakolth at the rear of the party, kind of like taking a misstep and beginning to fall off the edge of this mushroom area, sort of into the fungal growth. And as he is falling in midair, this tentacle reaches out from the roof to grab him.
Chakolth tripped the second trap of the campaign.
I've been walking this illusion around all day. Fucking illusion. All right. So a tentacle has grabbed me, and he's probably just lending a helping hand because I was about to fall.
That's right.
So we should assume ally.
You could do that. So this tentacle reaches out. You take 14, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Do I get my reaction even though I'm not nearby?
Yeah. Well, what's your reaction?
Oh, I have to be within 5.
Yeah,
He has to be within 5 feet of me.
Okay, so you are not paralyzed or poisoned, and it pulls you over to it, and you end up over here.
Oh, hi, I say.
As it pulls you over, it then sort of drops you a little bit. You're still held in the tentacles, but like you sort of hit the floor beneath it, and then these 4 like fungoid-looking plants sort of rise up out of the ground, and then everyone can roll initiative.
Why did I ever agree to walk over these stupid mushrooms? I could have just walked my illusion through the beginning. Oh well. All right, initiative it is. I'm sure I'll be the last. Good.
Maybe
Are you
not.
allowed to hold a fireball and still until your party member moves?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes you are.
But if, for example, the party member doesn't move because he's grappled and you set your condition as I'm holding it until he moves, it just fizzles and you waste the spell slot. So you'd have to set your condition as I will give Chakolth a chance to move. Yeah.
Wow.
Fizzles?
Yes, it does. Yes, it
Really?
does. Yep. If you
crazy.
hold a spell as a reaction and then you don't spend it to cast, you lose the spell slot.
I didn't know that.
Oh, and that is okay.
Wouldn't you just hold the right to cast a spell, or do you have to just precast it and hold the last syllable?
Yeah. You precast.
That's weird.
So I could just duck and cover.
Okay, so these plants come to surround you. What's your AC?
19.
Okay, so they have like these little tendrils that sort of like whip and like as they hit any sort of exposed parts of your skin if they can see it. That's basically what they're aiming for in the sort of small parts that they can see. You get like this sort of horrible rotting feeling as it sort of stings you with this strange sort of, it feels like almost like it's paralyzing that bit of the skin, but it's not quite doing that to your whole body. You take...
Well, again, let's work on this, right? So tell me if an attack roll hits you.
So 1 has crit you, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
You take 10.
Okay.
And then it is Tim's turn. As these fungoid-looking creatures descend upon your friend.
Probably don't need to use any resources on this one.
Uh-huh.
Just
Guess I'll,
continue to explore the hallway to the north, eh?
Does the ground here look dangerous, Adam? Like, is there a reason to think that I would want to stay up here for this combat, or can I get...
So, these mushrooms that you see, the smaller ones that have come out to attack Chakolth, they appear to be indistinguishable to the rest of the ground that you saw. So you could feel that maybe there's more of them that you haven't seen, perhaps, potentially, but not really. Like, it's not difficult to rain. It's just full of horrible fungus crap. So you could easily jump down and like jump into combat or whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'm gonna Blade Song, and I'm just going to Ray of Frost the guy who's got Chakolth for right now.
That's a hit. So 6 cold. Okay. Chakolth, you are grappled.
Fantastic. Remind me what I can't do when I'm grappled. Can't move, clearly.
Let's see.
Can I dodge action while I'm grappled?
You can. A grapple creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to speed. It ends if the grappler's incapacitated. The condition also ends... No, that's it. You just have no speed.
So you can still attack, you can still everything, it sounds like.
Yep.
Yeah, as a
You usually grapple,
caster
like,
in melee
just
with
remove your
5.
speed, but it normally gives some kind of advantage or extra thing to the other creature that it might be doing or get a benefit
Yeah, I
from.
realize. Okay, I guess I am going to try to break the grapple.
Okay. That's a 15 strength. Or, yeah. So you are still stuck.
Okay, I guess that'll be it for my turn. No, that's not quite true. I'm gonna bonus action apply a Hexblade's Curse to the one next to me. Oh, that's actually loses on incapacitation, is it? Never mind. No, I'm not. I'm done.
Okay, so 3 of these little things take some attacks at you. They take 2 each. Your AC was 19, you said, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They are all miss. Dolphidius.
Okay.
You see these little plants just kind of batting at your friend. He doesn't seem to be in too much pain yet, but he is still grappled.
I think to myself, he's fine. Then I'll cast Fairy Fire on the 2
Not seen that for a
closest
while.
to me.
You only
You can hit all of them, can't
It's
you?
a square. It's not a cone, Dolphin.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's 20 foot, isn't
just-
it? 20 foot square, I think.
Yeah, it hits allies
Yeah.
too, though. Just be aware.
it hits allies, which is why I'm thinking not hitting the ally and just the ones on my side.
Isn't it
To save against it?
Isn't it a set of creatures that he chooses? Is that not how it works?
Look the
Oh.
spell.
Any creature in the area when the spell is cast.
Okay. So it would hit everyone.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking not hitting my teammate in this situation, unless you'd like me to. That's always a possibility. I can be talking to firing Filthy.
well again there is a save, so he could I don't know.
That's true. I could save.
I'll go ahead and cast Fairy Fire on the ones, the 2 closest.
Okay. So you're gonna place it somewhere like. Well, it's gonna be hard. It's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, where are you going to put it? Because it's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, what if he targets it here, he can catch the 2 on the north side kind of without getting any of us.
It's a cube,
Actually,
so
let's just,
he's probably
keep it
gonna do
simple.
it like this.
Well, he could
Let's
he
do,
could do it like that.
He could.
Or like an angled cube.
You could place it, yeah, there.
Sure. Okay.
Why don't I keep this simple? Why don't I just do let's do Burning Hands, because that's a cone, and I'll just use that on the to the east.
Okay. What kind of cone is it?
A burning one.
A burning one.
15
Sorry,
foot,
I'm not
30
trying
foot?
to be difficult. What do you
That's
mean
okay.
by that?
Don't worry. Is it 15 or 30?
15.
So that's gonna go like that.
That'll only hit one. Oh, I guess it.
Well, as long as I target to the east of them, right?
Can he?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, right.
So,
Right. I can place the cone so that it's not.
You can move 5 foot down there, and then you can hit these two on the right.
Yeah. And I basically
That's
just
what
be aiming south, so it's not going so far.
Right,
over.
right.
Go for it.
Whoops. Why is that not? Oh. Oh, why did I link that? Sorry.
okay.
There we go. That should be 15. But it is a dex save.
Okay.
It's a nice roll.
So
Yeah, it doesn't look like you have your dispel DC set up correctly, Dolphin. So go to the third page where it says spells, and where it says spell DC in the middle. What does it say?
We've already talked about this. It's supposed to be 15.
Yeah, but what does it say for spellcasting ability? Does it say wisdom?
Yes.
I'll help you after.
all right. So Dolphidius sort of takes a step down, like 5 foot, and his hands come forward, and this stream of fire burns into this fungal growth, and you can see all of it just sort of erupts up in flame for a brief second, and then these two creatures sort of are washed away in the flames. This thing takes its turn. It's going to make an attack on Chakolth.
Okay.
It gets advantage because you're grappled.
Okay.
That's a good roll.
So you need to make a Constitution save again and take 11 damage.
What's its? So it hit me.
Yep. Oh, sorry, it hit you.
Yeah. So, and it didn't crit.
Gonna do
I
11
get,
damage.
Do I get the rest of the information? Don't we normally get the information to make this decision? Aren't we normally told 22,
What else do you
22?
need to know?
Well, I'm trying to decide if I want to shield it, which requires.
Oh,
that-
sorry. Okay, so it's a 22.
It's a 22.
Yep.
Okay, I think I want.
Right, so I should tell you the value that it hits you at. That's important
Yeah.
for you and him and
Yeah.
Dolphin.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna shield that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so
And then
that
it will-
misses.
It then attacks with its beak. And it misses. Thaddeus?
Do I need to make a con save still, or am I good?
No, it's fine. If you shielded the first attack, it doesn't
Okay.
do that.
I have to decide whether to hop down into that crap and take the battle to them. Yeah, I'm not going to let my friend fight that.
I'm not doing a lot of fighting right now. I'm mostly just getting wailed on.
Just so that you guys got this appropriately, the pink roof is dangling down its tentacles. So, like, for example, Kevin, you wouldn't be able to melee it from being down on the floor, although you could always throw your hammer at it, and stuff. So, just in case that's not clear. The other ones are on the floor.
Oh, so this one, if I went down there,
It's 15 feet above you because it's got a 10-foot tentacle that's reaching onto Chakolth, and at the moment he's dangling Chakolth on the floor.
You could kill
So-
it. You could cut the tentacle off. You could hit that tentacle. That's
do
on the
that?
floor.
yeah, could I run down there and hit the tentacle?
Sure. Yeah.
And that would damage. That would mean damage to that creature,
Maybe it would certainly mean damage to the tentacle.
and it would mean he let you go, which is part of our problem.
Potentially.
All right, I'll do that. So 5, 10, 15 puts me there, and I've still got a little bit of movement left, and I'm going to hit him twice. Or, yeah, bash at the tentacle anyway.
Okay, 25, yeah. Solid. 13. Okay.
And 27.
Yep, it's a hit as well. Another 13. Okay. So you see Thaddeus jump down and sort of wail on this tentacle. It immediately snaps and Chakolth is broken free.
Thank you, Thaddeus.
This one takes its turn. Let's see. So it's going to make 4 attacks.
Holy crap. But not at advantage anymore, right?
It never had advantage. The one that's grappling it had advantage.
Okay.
Oh, I thought all the friends did too.
So they all miss. Bereatim, Stephen.
I'll throw another frost at the tentacle monster.
Okay. You miss. You want to move?
No, I'm okay. I'll
Chakolth.
move there, but yeah. I'm okay.
Okay, so it's the 2 in melee, and then 1 on the roof who no longer has me grappled. Okay, I am going to disengage.
Okay.
And head to there. And then I'm going to bonus action cast Hexblade's Curse on the tentacle creature on the roof.
Okay.
Okay.
What does this do?
I'll link it for you in just a second.
This gives you the bonus damage thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bonus damage and hit points when it dies.
Okay.
Maybe I'll link it for you. Okay, I'm done.
This one takes its turn. Sort of waddles up towards Thaddeus. Takes 2 attacks at him. They both miss. Dolphidius.
Okay.
There's...
I'll cast Sacred Flame on the little waddling dude who just came up and attacked him.
Okay, let's attack save again.
Should be 15.
It's all right. So he fails and takes 12. So this is the one in front of Thaddeus?
The one who just attacked Thaddeus, yeah.
Okay. So you want to describe how this flame like appears? Or does it come from
Sure,
a symbol,
basically,
or-
yeah, it kind of almost from nowhere just seems to like erupt a couple feet away from the fungus and just kind of shoots into it as a kind of a scorching ray.
Perfect. So
kind of
this beam
bright.
of fire brightly comes out of the floor and strikes this fungus, and it seems to sort of just burst in the flame as well. It's this guy's go. He is going to attempt, or it is going to attempt to attack Thaddeus. 18.
No.
Okay. It's your turn, Kevin.
Can I grab that tentacle? Can I
The one you cut off?
No, the one that he's attacking me with. Can I reverse grapple and drag him down off the roof?
Sure. You can make a... What would that be? Strength, or... Do you think that'd be more like a acrobatics, athletics, or pure strength?
I don't know
I
the
think,
rules well enough.
I think we'll say pure strength. You can do a strength check to do that.
All right.
Get out of my campaign. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to this right now, Kevin. Honestly.
Get down here, you festering beast.
Describe, like, honestly, you have total freedom with this mob right now. Describe what you would do to it. Bear in mind, you have it on a leash of 10 feet. You could pull it off the roof, throw it into a wall. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip it off the roof, swing it around the head once or twice like a hammer throw, and slam it into the wall underneath my friends there, because they're on an elevated pedestal, right?
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna slam it into the wall here, just under Dolphidius, kind of.
You roll 4d6.
4d6. Let me.
Do you want to use a smite?
That would be fascinating.
Does he get to smite twice because of the crit?
Of course he does.
That's tempting just because of the fucking points it would do. Sure, I'll use a smite.
Okay. Then you roll again.
And the second one.
Okay. So this horrible pink tentacle fungal thing spears towards Thaddeus. He just drops his shield and hammer and grabs a hold of this tentacle at the end, and you can see his hands begin to glow with this strange aura that you recognize, that you've seen him hitting creatures with his hammer. And he spins around with such force and slams it into the wall, like literally beneath Dolphidius and Tim, and you can feel yourselves shake a little bit as this thing shatters into a million different fungoid pieces, and the smite kind of irradiates from his hands as it dies.
All right. Rip that guy. What
Take
up, Thaddeus?
that, you bulbous, viscous maggot.
This thing walks up, makes 4 attacks at Thaddeus and misses. Tim?
I am going to jump toward it, and I would like to grapple it.
You can make a strength roll as well.
I love Tim. He's such a goof.
Let's make an opposed. Okay. What do you want to do with it? Very small little plant, and you like pick it up, and you have it in your hand, and it's like wrestling with you with its little tentacles.
I want to swing it above my head once or twice, and then throw it into the wall.
Okay. You roll 2d6. Which wall do you throw it at?
The same one. The same one.
Okay. So, in almost satirical, poetic style, Tim jumps down to mimic Thaddeus in what he just did, obviously, and picks up this much, much smaller. Like you guys have noticed, these things are almost harmless. And it picks it up and spins it around his head in that Bladesinger style and hurls it against the wall. It seems to take damage and then just kind of bounce gently off it and hit the floor and then stop moving.
Wow.
Well done, brother Tim. Well done.
Glad I had you in support, Thaddeus.
Well done. That's hilarious.
Are there more of these little shitters?
No.
Okay.
Just ignore that. I need the token.
Sure. Are there any more of these things on the roof that we can see?
No, like in the middle of the battle, you guys were sort of surveying as you would to see if there were any other things, looking up and around, and you don't see anything else of danger in this room.
Okay. Well, that seems like it might be where we need to cut the part. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the extra episode this week. Get a little bit more in this week than we would have otherwise. And so far, it's been a good episode for Chakolth. I have had the shit kicked out of me in every single fight we've been in.
And caused all the problems we faced.
It's an amazing week for me. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you again soon.